What do you have to do with Danny Lee?
Well, he's the reason we're in San Francisco. He's the man we're looking for. Where is he?
Look, why don't we get out of Janet's way here in Murray, and I'll explain everything to you, all right?
Yeah, fine. I'll just go wash up.
Okay, we'll wait for you in the lobby.
So I'm sorry to bother you and everything.
No, it's okay, Murray. You're both welcome to stay if you'd like.
No, thanks.
You afraid I'll take Cody away from you again?
No, Janet. I'm not afraid of you take Cody from us. Just do me a favor this time. Keep him for good, all right? Don't punch all of his buttons, send him into a tailspin, and throw him out again. Don't do that.
Is that what you think I do to him?
No, I'm just telling you that every time a guy gets within 100 miles of you, his life goes upside down on him. He's my best friend, okay? It's gonna hurt like hell to help him pick up the pieces again.
Well, at least he had you to help him. So far, I've done it alone.
I doubt that.
Listen, Nick, why don't we wait downstairs?
Look, Nick, I'm tired of being the bad guy in this scenario. What's your problem? You don't even know me well enough to hate me.
Janet, I don't hate you. I just don't have a whole lot of admiration for the way you waltz in and out of Cody's life every so often, that's all.
Is that the picture he's painted of us?
Actually, Janet, he's never said a thing. As a matter of fact, he's never even mentioned you.
Nick, I understand how you feel being a good friend of his. And I'd probably have the same feelings if I was in your shoes and didn't know the whole story. So I'll tell it to you straight. I've loved Cody ever since college, and I still love him. And the last thing I'm gonna do is throw this away.
You try to remember that when you accept that appointment in London.
I missed something?
No, not at all. Janet and I are just getting to know each other.
See you later.
Good luck.
So anyway, when Nick saw this car tailing his Cody, he tried cornering it, and that's when we discovered that the guy driving it was part of this liaison division. And that's how we wound up there all night. But the interesting thing is that Danny Lee is apparently a very important person to them, and we just sort of stumbled on all this.
I don't know, there's something real big going down in the city with those friends of Janet's. They're not here on a public relations gig, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick.
All right, so where do we stand with Danny Lee? Do you really think that was his body they found in the dump?
I hope not.
Well, it's hard to tell because of the shape he was in, but I think it was.
Well, I guess we'll know as soon as we can get Lucy up here, one of her family members, to identify it.
And that's one phone call I'm not looking forward to making.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, what about the government, the liaison division? If this guy's so important, why can't they ID him?
You know something? I got the impression these guys didn't even know what he looked like.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Cody, think about this. Danny Lee flies in from Peking, right? He's supposed to be going to a wedding.
Yeah.
And none of his relatives know about this little side trip to San Francisco where he's scheduled to make a lot of very strange stops before meeting with government officials. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that smacks of every spy novel I've ever read in my life.
Spy? You think that Danny Lee is a spy?
I know it sounds weird. I mean, the whole story's weird. Why not make him a spy?
Yeah, coming in from the cold. Now, that would explain why they can't ID him. They would never have seen this guy. It would just be a code word to them.
Well, how can we find out if this is true? How can we confirm this?
Well, we can't. Not without a source, at least.
We got a source. What about Janet?
No, absolutely not.
Why not? She'd help us if she knew what was going on.
Look, Cody, I just don't think you should drag her into the middle of this. That's
not gonna drag her into anything. She can say no if she wants to.
All right. Do what you want.
Hey, you guys. Wait a minute, will you? Listen, I want to apologize for not being there for you yesterday. Jan and I got caught in a traffic jam on the Golden Gate Bridge. You know, we couldn't get through. Then we even went to the second address on Danny Lee's schedule, but obviously you weren't there. The point is, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, Cody. We understand.
Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Thanks.
Did you have a good time?
Great.
That's all that's important.
All right, let's get back to business. I'll go run the machine down.
Okay. You gonna tell him about Janet's London appointment?
I don't know, Murray. I don't know what's gonna hurt him more. If it comes from me or if it comes from her, I don't know.
Now, of course, I don't know as much about these kind of things as you guys do, you know, this dealing with women and everything. But you want to know what I think?
What?
Well, I think that sometimes things happen in our lives that hurt us. But if we try to keep these things from happening, we're only going to make them worse. Now, I know Cody is our friend, and the last thing in the world we want to see is him getting hurt. But I don't know if it's our place to jump in. I think as long as we have faith in him and believe in him and stay as friends, we're doing the best we can.
You know something, Murray? Sometimes I think you know more about some things than you think you do. You know that? Come on.
The Riptide Detective Agency? Oh, you mean those 3 party animals from King Harbor? Yeah, they are staying here, but they don't happen to be here at the...
Professor Sidney.
Wait a minute, I just lied. Here they are. It's a Dean Parker. He wants to talk to you about a poster.
Dean Parker, he's the one you said called, right?
Yeah, this is Nick Ryder. Go ahead.
It's about the poster in the hotel here. I think I might have seen this man.
When was this?
Well, it's about 4 days ago when I first got into town at the airport in the men's room. And the reason that I noticed him is he had this fancy attaché case handcuffed to his left hand. You see, I'm a writer. Thriller fiction, to be exact. I'm up here in San Francisco at a thriller convention. I guess that's why I sort of have a nose for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyhow, after I saw him at the airport, lo and behold, I run into him right here in the hotel. Same briefcase and everything, only this time, the handcuff is off.
Mr. Parker, when was the last time you saw him at the hotel?
So later on the same afternoon around 2:45, 3 o'clock.
Mr. Parker, look, I think we may have found this man's body. Now, I'll need someone to make a positive ID.
Well, I guess I can do that. I mean, what the hey, experiencing the darker side of life is all part of writing, too, anyhow, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Listen, where are you and we'll pick you up?
No, I can't go now. I've got a banquet in 20 minutes. Look, why don't you just pick me up at 9 o'clock, room 517, the Holiday Inn.
Okay, that's great. We'll pick you up at 9 o'clock.
Say, I wonder what's happened here.
I don't know. Let's just go find Parker.
All right. Oh, my goodness, this is terrible.
I can't believe it. One minute I'm standing there ready to give Dean his award. Next minute I'm standing over his dead body.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but overhear what you just said.
Oh, you a friend of Dean's?
Dean Parker, was that?
He was such a great guy, you know? And a hell of a writer, too. The waste.
When did the accident occur?
Accident? It was no accident, mister. Somebody went into his room and killed him. He never even made it downstairs. Such a waste. Why did anybody want to kill Dean? Yeah, and ever since we got here, all we've seen are police carrying off dead bodies.
So you don't think this is Danny Lee's work, do you?
Murray, I thought we were working on the assumption Danny Lee's dead. That's why we came to get Parker.
No, someone out there doesn't want us to know if Danny Lee's dead or not.
Yeah, but how would the killer, whoever it is, how would they know to come after Dean Parker? I mean, he's just some mystery writer at a convention.
The phone call.
What?
The phone call.
Phone call. That's right. Man, didn't even think of that.
Come on, Murray, we gotta get back to the room.
What phone call?
Come on.
What are you talking about? Is Jerome in danger?
I don't know, Murray.
What phone call? I can't believe this. It's a phone tap. Somebody tapped our phone. And that's how they knew that we were going to go see Dean Parker.
That would be my bet, Murray.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand? That would mean that they would have to know what we were doing and where we were. Now, how could they figure that out?
That wouldn't be that hard. Our phone number's been plastered all over those posters.
And don't forget the government escort we've had all day. Don't forget that one.
Hey, you don't think that this special liaison division has anything to do with this, do you?
Well, there's one way to find out for sure.
First, I'd like to say that if anyone finds out that I've been talking to you about this, I could get arrested.